Welcome back. We're going to take a closer look at the Riley strain case. Since his body has been found, was there foul play? Let's take a look. Okay, so right off the bat, I just want to tell you, my deck will be out in a matter of days. I'm working on the PDF version, and the pre-order for the actual physical version will be out in the next day or so. I'm working on it, okay? But what I did is I just took my keywords, name of each card, put it on blank tarot cards, and this will give you an idea of how thick, or what 140 tarot card size oracle looks like. And I'm going to be using it today. And eventually I'm going to print out the PDF and glue each card front on this and the card backs. But anyhow, that's not what you're here for. So, before I continue, a couple little disclaimers. Disclaimer notice. This video is for entertainment purposes only. All information in this video is not based on fact. It is all alleged, based upon my intuition, my opinion, what I believe my tarot cards are telling me. I encourage each and every one of you to do your own research, form your own opinions. After all, I'm just a blonde throwing cards. Shameless plug here. If you would like a personal reading, or if you would like to learn how to read tarot or LENORMAND from me, visit my website at mysticjenn.com. Now that we got that out of the way, another little note here. There might be a slight disruption in the middle of this video, only because I have a private reading that I have to leave for in... What time is it? I gotta leave here in about 45 minutes. So it depends on how deep I get into this reading. Okay. I am going to use my prototype, just the keywords, to start off. See what the issue thing is about Riley. Okay, so we got a couple that are in the wrong direction. Interesting. Okay. We're going to start out with getting some overall energy. I'm probably going to use Tarot and LENORMAND and other decks for clarifiers. Okay. Let's get a little bit of an overall energy from my deck. The storyline. And I did take one card out for those of you that watched my deck when I went through images. I took out the Resurrection. It just didn't seem like it fit, and I put in there the male energy, a male, only because I had a prominent woman, and when I was going through and checking my deck, I noticed I didn't have a definite masculine energy. Okay, let's see what's the first card out. This is about the communication. Communication was key. Was it who he was talking to? Or a communication inside the bar? We will see. Ooh. Worry and anxiety. So, there was some really, this is saying worrisome communication that occurred. I almost feel like an altercation here. What else do we got? You know, I like to pull lines of 5. A rat. Wow. Okay. So this is telling me this goes pretty deep, pretty serious here. Alright, and the rat is in the middle. So the rat is, when you think about a rat. Now, when you use my deck, by the way, sometimes some intuition comes into play. A rat is somebody who rats somebody out, or it is something that deteriorates a situation. I get a little bit of both. I get that communication, a conversation that occurred that caused a lot of anxiety, probably high emotions, that deteriorated really quickly. And somebody ratted, and that rat caused things to change really quickly with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? And let's get one more. Sociopath. Wow. Yeah, that's somebody who's charming, who does not have personality. So what I'm getting, the situation, and it still lies as a mystery. I'm just going to put this kind of up at the top. I know you won't see it. It is a mystery. There's a mystery rat. Thank you, Spirit. There was somebody in proximity within that bar that there was this altercation that occurred, and it even showed in the astrology charts, okay, of Riley's disappearance. With his last known proof of life or last seen chart, the crime chart, but that something changed. So there was some kind of a bit of an anxious. I don't know that it was a full-blown fight, because my fight card didn't come out, my anger card didn't come out. But it was a situation that was enough to cause tension. I don't want to put my cup there either. I don't want to put it there either. Well, maybe I can put it right here. Okay. So anyhow, this is, and whoever this is, there's a sociopath. Sociopath, sometimes I could view as narcissistic as well. But there's a rat right dead center. Somebody ratted Riley out about something. Maybe his whereabouts, or somebody that was a fake friend, or something like that. Okay? And that's another one I didn't even put in this deck. I probably could have made this deck larger, but I'm not going there. Okay. Let's get some tarot. Clarify this communication, please. No. LENORMAND? Okay. Let's clarify this communication. That card wanted to... No wonder. And this card fell right out. The dog. Trust and a friend. It's like... it is that fake... It's a communication with a friend. With the rat in the middle here, I would say a fake friend. Like a frenemy. Okay? That maybe Riley didn't know about. What about this friend? What about this friend? Okay. That is a weapon. That is a sudden decision. Sudden action. This here is saying there is a friend that was supposed to be a friend of his to help cultivate this situation. What's the worry and anxiety? Over the rat. The mice. And I said something deteriorated really quickly. Child. New and wandering. Okay. So, he didn't know the area, right? But, child, I could say is new, or could be represented he's a young person. Rat, you know, there is a lot of confusion around somebody that he trusted. That he thought had his back, that he thought was a friend. And this is also representing Riley going out in the street and just wandering, not knowing where he was at. Confused. Kind of goes along with a potential of something being slipped or an additive in his drink. And this rat here, birds, went running their mouth. They went running their mouth. To some kind of big boss, big person, maybe even the bouncer. This feels like, this almost feels planned, actually. And it caused him to get kicked out of the bar. Somebody who he thought would have been a friend, but there's a little bit of anxious or uneasy conversations going on. But there's a conversation with a boss or somebody big, large, and in charge. Could be the bouncer. That was the first thing I got, was the bar bouncer. Okay. That there's a conversation between the rat and this bar bouncer. The Wheel of Fortune created a lot of struggles. A lot of burdens. Another bird's card. Okay. So the rumors went flying. There was troubles with a conversation. And the sociopath the stars and the sun. Out in plain view. Connected to a lot of people. I don't think the sociopath did it. I think the sociopath is his rat. And I think he squealed. He told somebody. And some action was taken. Okay. What kind of action was taken? I can tell my cards are, my crime deck's going to be relatively good. Okay, tell me more. Oh, what went on that night? About this mystery. Okay, we've got the High Priestess. There is a silent witness. There is somebody who knows, who's not talking. Awakening. That's like judgment. That could also be representing his passing. Somebody knows something about his passing. Queen of Swords, Ice Queen, feminine energy, right dead center. Somebody knows. I keep getting, and I'm not the only one, I keep getting a female energy involved with Riley. No, that's too many. Keep getting a female energy involved with Riley. Nine of Cups. A wish fulfillment. And Seven of Swords. Blocking. So, there's a woman right dead center in the middle of this all. She feels scorned of some sort. I feel like she has a vendetta, and quietly taking justice in her own hands, administering it. She had a certain wish because she had, and this is all because of something that she wanted, maybe with Riley, that she didn't get, that she felt was blocked. Okay? Then we got the King of Swords. That is a quietly, I feel that is the perpetrator. Whoever did it, somebody knows. Five of Swords. A lot of injustice here. A lot of manipulation and bullying. So some kind of bullying by the King of Swords led to what happened to Riley. Now you got the Magician, manipulator. The woman. That's under the woman. Manipulation. The woman's a manipulator. She's a female version of narcissism. She's a female narcissist. She's obsessed. She's scorned. There we got the Wheel of Fortune again in the tarot with the Nine of Cups. So she saw her fortune, her wish going bye-byes down the shitter, Knight of Cups, because she's being blocked because Riley was moving on, moving towards other endeavors. Riley, and here's another clarifier for that, because Riley wanted a new beginning. Maybe he saw the writing on the wall with her. Maybe he saw her true colors. Just saying. I feel this is all stemmed around a female who is scorned, who wanted justice, who wanted who wanted to administer her own form of karma, her own form of justice. Did she want him to pass? Let me just flat out ask that. Did she want him to pass? 5, there's a fight. 10 of Swords. I feel like he couldn't fight. He could not fight for his life. But the 10 of Swords, the ending. 3 of Swords with her. Oh, she was definitely scorned. And I thought that it might have went too far. Let me see what else. Temperance. Again, that's that moderation. That's it overdoing it. That's that obsessiveness. That's trying to find some balance and healing. And then we had strength. Inner strength. So, what I'm getting here, I don't think she wanted him to pass on. Because it feels like she wanted him roughed up, but not to pass. But he ended up passing. I'm not seeing guilt here yet, but I am seeing strength of will here to try to keep her composure. But this is all over a scorned woman. Underneath the deck, the Hermit. You know, somebody smart, somebody wise, somebody older. Hermit is the home. Hermit is a loner. So it could have, it could have been somebody who was homeless. 9 of Swords, there's that worry and that anxiety. No. So we have somebody here who is really worried about this 8 of Swords. And she's worried about prison more than anything. Because something I feel went too far. You know, we have some worry here that, and then we got the 7, because there it is, 7 of Cups, the confusion caused by an additive into his drink. Page of Wands, that sent him out, but there's some kind of communication here. And I feel like the Seven of Swords needs to go with this grouping as well. So the story is somebody, I feel, honestly, I'm going to put this out there. I feel like it was somebody who's homeless who did this. The boss, the bear guy here, I think he orchestrated it. He probably had somebody who was able to, say, like a homeless person that had nothing, give instructions. Because I'm getting a robbery here. The word on the street is going to be a robbery. A mugging that went bad. But there's something between the Hermit and the Queen of Swords as well. There's a lot of connectivity here. The star energy is connections. How everybody in the scenario is connected to what happened. And I'm telling you, right dead center is a woman. There is either a woman is scorned, or somebody felt scorned over a woman. Whatever the case is, the bouncer bounced him out, probably sent the rat out. Somebody, I'm not so sure that it was an ordered hit, okay? I'm feeling more like it was a setup to the potential of something happening to Riley. There's some kind of energy around the homeless. And somebody robbing him. I mean, his belt, his shoes, his pants were missing. See if I get anything more from my deck. Anything else? Those are clues. There are clues. His pants being missing. Oh my God. Exactly. Boom. Somebody homeless who is a drifter. Okay, no permanent home. And some stuff was dumped. Okay. Clues were dumped by a drifter, a homeless person. So a homeless person was involved. And they knew that Riley was traveling and that he had money. Or they felt he had money. So there was definitely a robbery here. Definitely a robbery. I'm just trying to understand. And then there's the law enforcement. I think law enforcement knows has some clues and they're not saying anything. Abandoned building came up. Kind of in the reverse. So it kind of makes me wonder. And I don't usually read reversals when it comes to oracles. And roadside. Things were dumped. There's an abandoned building. Maybe where this drifter sometimes squats, I feel. And along a roadside. Right off the road. An abandoned building. Doesn't mean it's a commercial building. It could be It could even be an outdoor structure. The perp. Yep. The perpetrator has been traveling. They're a traveler. They're a drifter. They're homeless. Like I said, they are fucking homeless. And I think law enforcement's on to something. Hanging could mean suspension. It could mean, they're suspending any communication on what they have. We've got destruction of family member. Yes, this has destroyed that family. And I feel like the perp destroyed evidence. Things of Riley's. But I'm taking this more of destruction of the family. And we got authority figure involved. That authority figure could be the bouncer or the owner of that bar. Knife. But he had no cuts on him. The knife could simply mean cutting, or it could be representation of foul play. Or maybe he was held at knife point to give up his pants. But karma's coming around. It's going to be karma time. This is almost telling me that yes, the perpetrator is going to be caught. They're going to face the consequences. And it's karma time. And there, folks, is where I'm going to be dropping the mic.